Today on the front line, the grand finale of Pipn Aint Eazy's annual 4X boot camp. How y'all feeling today? We are so excited.
We do got one more extra bonus day tomorrow.
Ooh.
Super special. I'm excited about that for sure. It's gonna be lit. We got ATL in the building. I see you. Portland, Oregon's in the building. Wow, Jamaica's deep. I see y'all. That's what's up. That's what's up. Sis, I know you got stuff to do, and I do too. So let's get this thing rolling, man. I got some questions at the end, y'all, to see who's been paying attention this whole boot camp. I got a lot of questions. I want to see who can actually get through. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so today we're going to be unleashing the advanced battleship strategy. So get ready for a powerful conclusion to the education that'll really set you on course for this trading, okay? So this next video that we are about to watch is from our esteemed guest who stands out for their unparalleled clarity. No fluff, no BS. As a mentor, they have not only educated the masses, but personally have guided us and multiple individuals on this call. And with that passion that transcends through the chart, that transcends through the charts, today, let's celebrate the mastery of their simplicity and genuineness to advocate for the people. To the mentor who keeps it real and ignites the passion for success, I am so excited that we are able to really witness a new, never before seen training from Mr. STEVENSON LINDOR himself, y'all. So please grab your notebooks, grab your pens. This is not something that you want to miss. Really buckle down and focus in, because this is about to be some sauce you didn't even know you needed. Let's go.
I'm just tuning it up right now. I got a couple questions though. Tell me what day, who was on day one? Tell me who was on day one. I just want to do a quick little back testing real quick. Throw in the chat. Tell me who was on day one. I'm keying up the video right now. I'm having a little technical diss at me. Who was on day one? Day one, me. Okay, y'all was on day one. Okay, who was on day two? Who was on day two? Who's been here the whole time? All right, that's what I want to know. Who's been here the whole time? Who's been locked in the whole time? Okay, Carolyn, I see you. Me, okay. Okay. Oh, that's what's up. I'm not mad at that at all. Now hey, listen, it's some good value. Now throw in the chat. Matter of fact, we're not even gonna throw in the chat. Raise your hand. I'm gonna unmute you and tell me what you've gotten from this experience thus far. It's keying up right now. Video will be ready in about 2 minutes. I had to re-download it, but raise your hand in the chat. Who got their hand up? Okay, me. Okay, I'm about to start unmuting some people. Okay, Bridge, let me see, Bridget, let me pull you up real quick and tell me what you've experienced thus far and how your experience has been. What have you gotten from this thus far? I asked you to unmute. Now, if you don't want to talk, that's cool. I ain't mad.
Hey there. At first, I couldn't unmute. Good night. Thanks for allowing me to speak. Oh my goodness, it is so exciting. I think that the greatest thing that I've taken away from this is how very doable. We're just on a call with some of my team, and I echo the sentiment. It's how very doable learning this skill is. I don't think there's anybody here that's been here for 10 years, but with dedication, time, discipline, focus, you can learn a skill that can transform your life forever and ever and ever and ever. And it's impacting the generations. It's just about doing the work and how simple it is to do so. So, I mean, I'm grateful for each and every one of you sharing your strategies and your journey. I think the stories of the journeys, the losses, the grind, you know, the process, the mind transformation, all of these things I think has put into really clear perspective that there's a journey, and for your trading to grow, you must grow, because your income growth will never ever outgrow your personal development or your personal growth. And so that's what I take from it, really. Stick to it, it's gonna pay off, and you only lose if you quit.
Absolutely. Shout out to you. Y'all throw some fire in the chat. Oh my God. I totally agree. Someone unmute. Oh, yes, that was beautiful. I appreciate that. I mean, that's exactly how I feel. I've gotten something from this. Even though we was a major part of putting this together, I've learned so much. And you're right. The only way you lose is if you quit. So, I definitely want to commend you for that answer. That was amazing. I'm glad it's definitely have helped you out in some type of form or fashion. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, Carolyn, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right.
Hey. Thank you for having me tonight.
No
I've
question.
been on from day one, and it's really inspiration because I've invited other persons who are brand new. And even though they may not understand, but at least it's real. That's what I like about it. And the good thing about it, it allows us now to reset for 2024 and to lay out the plans of how we're going to go in and achieve. The fact that you have all done it, it gives us hope. And I must say to you guys, I mean, JC and the other team, I mean, I really enjoy every single one of it. And I too will be on this sometime going forward. All right. Peace.
Peace. That was nice. Okay. See what I'm saying? Who else has some good value, something they want to share? You know what? I'm gonna ask this individual to unmute. I've seen him the whole time. Let's see if he got something to say as well. Let me check on this video meantime. If I ask you to unmute, you don't have to unmute. You don't have to share, but if you do, cool. Right now, I just want to get a little feedback from the people, see, how this experience has been thus far.
Yo, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay, man, it's an amazing experience. Like, now I know why, we need preachers and pastors, because the word is there, but you need someone to mentor you, put you through, break down the things step by step so you can understand it properly. I've been going through trading, reading, researching, but, I actually started at day 3, actually, not day 1, but I felt the impact on me. Like, it was boom, brother. It was fire. Like, especially this guy, I forgot his name. Like, he was just preaching and all and all. Like, he was getting into me. Like, trading is easy when you know it. It's not that difficult. It's easy when you know it. Thanks, bro.
Yes. All right, let's go one more. Let's who else want to share? Don't be shy. It's 46 people on the call. Go ahead, put a me in the chat if you want to share. Put a me in the chat if you want to share real quick. Give your experience, give a little testimony about how this has been. Okay, I got you right now. Hello? Okay, I didn't think okay, I got you. I'm actually on mute right now. Oh, you had your hand raised? Let's go. I ain't mad at you. We're gonna go down that the last 3 me's. We're gonna go right down the line right now. Boom. Just want to make sure I do this in order. All right, here we go. All right, there you go.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Afternoon, or whichever applies. I am so grateful to have been privileged to be a participant, or at least a student in this boot camp. I did miss Tuesday due to a meeting, but I will be going back to listen to the replay. Nonetheless, there's been one area that was really clarified for me, and I really appreciate it. Not that it's the only thing I got, but sometimes you know how you quirk something, or you're trying to differentiate and it's just not, it's not clicking. Well, I've always liked using technical analysis, and last night it was really brought out to me the biggest differences with EMAs and SMAs. That really clarified a lot for me, and I'm grateful. Thank y'all so much for having this. I land my plane.
Let's go. Hey, okay, I got you next. I got you next. Okay, that's amazing. I'm just happy to hear the testimonies, just the appreciation, the love. You know, that's what it's all about. The people and making sure you guys getting what you need, or at least it's being helpful in some type of form or fashion. All right, we got 2 more, and then we'll start this video. Miss Brown.
Cheryl,
Okay, Cheryl, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm blessed and highly favored. Thanks for asking.
Great. For me, I'm grateful that we were given the opportunity to join this boot camp. I've certainly gained a lot from it. And the thing that I will take away and will keep with me forever is you only lose when you quit. That so resonated with me, and I'm very grateful. I've learned a lot, and I'm grateful to all of you for sharing with us. You could have kept it all to yourselves. So we're grateful. Thank you so much.
Yes. Ooh, you only lose if you quit, family, and that's real. And you got to think, what if you would have stopped trying to learn how to walk? What if you would have stopped trying to learn how to, you know, be a better person, just anything, right? You would just be in a limbo, you know? And I think the most powerful thing about everything is that, you know, the impact, right? Because that's, at the end of the day, the money's amazing. It's just a tool, though, right? It's just a tool at the end. It's just something to get you to the next level, to potentially put in another asset and use that to leverage for the greater good or help out another individual, whatever the case, whatever God put on your heart to do. But at the end of the day, it's the impact. It's this right here. This is the appreciation. Like this makes it all worth it for me. So I think we got 1 more.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Ms. Duncan.
Hi, everyone. Good night. I definitely like the journey that has been shared. Very impactful and inspirational. I liked a few of the presenters. Well, most definitely all of them. Gordon, big up Gordon. And Cookie Johnson, and was it Steven? All were great. But those that I've called out were very inspirational to me, and have helped to maybe just solidify strategies that I've been using. So certainly appreciate it. Thanks for having this boot camp, and it has been impactful. Thank you so much for it.
All right, so absolutely. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, well, let's get this thing going. I definitely appreciate everyone sharing, man. That was so beautiful. Let's get this thing on the road, man. I love the feedback. I love the participation, man. It's just good to hear. You know what I mean? So let's share my screen right now. We're gonna get this recording rolling. I'm taking notes. The funny thing is, I watched this video several times because he did this call for me and my team, but only like 5 people got on the call, and I've never shared the video or anything. And he was supposed to be here personally, but he's catching a flight back home, so he's on a plane. So he called me. He was supposed to do a Q&A after this. I'm still going to text him and see where he at. Maybe he can hop on. But at the end of the day, this video is really lit. I watch it. I'm no lie. I've watched it every 2 weeks. You know, I usually watch something to get my week going, of trading week. I'll probably watch something on Sunday right before the market open or over the weekend. And I definitely recommend journaling. Make sure you're journaling. It's different between having a trading journal that's just in your back office on your trading platform, but physically having a journal and writing in it and staying focused on what you're doing. And what I've learned from this as well, a lot of traders that have a lot of success, right? What they have going on is they consistent with 1 or 2 pairs. They not all over the place. You know what I'm saying? They're consistent with a couple pairs or even just one, and they're super successful with that. So they get to build a relationship with that pair. I know that may sound crazy, but that's something I'm taking from this, and I'm implementing in 2024 to take my skill set to another level. Is just chiming in and focusing on, a few pairs and not just going through this whole watch list. Because a lot of times you miss plays because you're too busy focused on another play, and that play probably didn't work out, but the other play worked out. You know how I go because you're all over the place. So that's the biggest thing that I've gotten from it, and I'm going to implement that. But definitely make sure you guys are locked in with your journal, right? And you're taking notes, and you're consistently educating yourself on this. Because listen, we go to work, right? We go. Well, me personally, I've been an entrepreneur for about 25 years. So I've been self-employed almost my whole life. But I've worked before. But people will dedicate their time and energy to go to work, which is fine, but won't put that time and energy into themselves. They won't put that time and energy into something they love to do. And next thing you know, you 50, you 60, you 70 years old, and you like, dang, where did the time go? And I was speaking to my mentor this morning, and it was just a matter. I asked him, I was like, dang, I never stayed consistent. Because me, I want to bulk up, right? I want to be more healthy. I want to work out every day. And I told myself, I've never done that outside of high school or college when I was obligated to do it. I never worked out consistently for a year, not even 90 days. Probably take a day off, but being consistent on your grind, staying dedicated, like putting the blinders on and staying focused is the biggest thing for me. And that's what I'm doing going into 2024. I'm locked in, and I'm taking everything to the next level, mind, body, and spirit. So I just wanted to share that with you guys as well. But here's a recording. Let's get it.
All right, so what I want to go over with you guys, I'm going to go over a PowerPoint training. All right, really pay attention. And then I'm going to show you a couple of examples of how you can get the proper entry when trading. All right. Now, when it comes to trading, okay, a lot of times people go about it the wrong way. All right. People think there's a golden, there's a holy grail. There's no holy grail when it comes to trading. You give me any strategy, I can win. 4 things you need when it comes to trading. Knowledge. You need knowledge. Would you let a doctor operate on you if they didn't know what they were doing? If you went into a doctor's office and they had no license, right? Notice when you go into a professional's office, a doctor, an accountant, or whoever, they have their license up, right? Imagine going to a doctor, I have no license, but I'm about to operate on you. Would you allow that? No, right? So why would you think you can trade without proper knowledge? So number 1, knowledge. I got to understand what this is about. I have to make sure I have the right information. It's very, very important. Number 2, risk management. All right. Some of you guys, I'm gonna just be honest, man. Some of you guys are like crackheads when you trade. You just cannot put the phone down. You cannot close your laptop. You have to buy and sell everything on God's green earth. It's an addiction. All right. And I say that because trust me, I went through it when I first started trading. I actually blame the person who did not forewarn me that overtrading is a real addiction. Overtrading is a real addiction. It's literally like gambling. You know what's crazy? I have no crazy addiction. Like I can go to the casino and not gamble and be perfectly fine. I don't have to drink. I can be fine. So I never really understood like addiction like that until I got into trading. And my first year was like, man, and you don't even know. So I don't know if anybody on here, you know, you don't have to say anything, but if you have an addiction to something, right? You don't even realize you have an addiction. It's crazy. It wasn't until my dad pointed it out and said, Steve, you know, you sit in front of that screen and all you do is buy, sell. You've been doing that. And I'm like, really? I've been doing that? I didn't even know. I'm like, damn, this is what a crackhead must feel like. You're just doing something. You don't even realize what you're doing. You're doing it over and over and over and over and over and over. You don't even realize. It's like, yeah, you've just been sitting at that desk buying and selling. He's like, are you winning? I'm like, no, I'm losing. I'm actually down like $10,000. Holy shit, I'm down $10,000. It didn't even really click in my head that I'm down $10,000. I'm down $10,000. That's how crazy addiction is. So when you don't have proper risk management, you will go crazy in trading. You're going to buy and sell everything. Your hand is not, you just, every second. Who got a signal? Who got a signal? Who got a signal? Who got a signal? Like a crackhead. Where? Who got the crack? Who got the crack? Who got it? Who got it? Who got it? Somebody got it. Somebody got something. Right? So if you do not get your risk management down, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I've met tons of, I'm talking about great traders, better than me, but because they're terrible with risk management, they're not successful. Some of you guys on here, that's probably your number one thing. You're probably going to say, hey, well, I'm not successful at trading because of this or that or that or that or that, or I don't understand structure. You're not successful at trading because your risk management is terrible. You don't know how to control yourself. So number two, risk management. You got to get that down. Number three, discipline. You have to be disciplined with your craft. If you don't know how to control yourself, you don't know how to follow rules, you don't know how to follow direct, like, you know, it's crazy. And I tell people all this all the time. This is why we have rules as human beings. You know why we have so much rules, so much laws in this country? Not just this country, the world, right? It's to keep us in line, keep us in check. You might not like the laws, right? I don't like when I get a speeding ticket, but it's for your own good. It's not only for your own good, it's for the protection of others around you. When you're not disciplined, ladies and gentlemen, and you know what I love about trading? It not only teaches you about trading, but this also applies to everyday life. Think about it. If you're not disciplined in trading, I'm pretty sure you're not disciplined in your life. I'm willing to bet you're not disciplined in your life. There's other areas you're not disciplined. You know why? Because you are who you are wherever you go. If you're an addict here, you're going to be an addict there. You don't have good risk management. You can't control yourself. You can't get that down. I'm pretty sure you have bad credit. Your bills are behind. You can't do that. Oh, you're not disciplined? I'm pretty sure that correlates in your life as well. Notice that. You got to be honest with yourself. The beauty about trading, when you're looking at that chart, guess what you're looking at? You're looking at a reflection of you. Because it's you against you. You don't see it, but it's a reflection of you. How you trade is based on who you are as an individual. Right? Notice that. Really think about it. Like, man, I'm always missing the move. Man, I'm always blowing my count. Correlate that with how you move day to day in your life. You're going to find a crazy significant and be like, yo, right. The same way I'm reckless with my trade, I'm reckless with my life. Trust me, a disciplined individual is disciplined everywhere they go. Last but not least, patience. How many of you guys said when you first got introduced to trading, I'm patient. I know how to wait for stuff. And then you realize you have no ounce of patience. And the crazy part about trading, it's a waiting game. That's it. It's literally a waiting game. You just got to wait. Once I learned, oh, this is a waiting game, all I got to do is wait. Okay. Bingo. But as we know, the average person in this world has no patience. None, zero, zilch. And if you have no patience, trading is the worst thing you can do. Because the market feeds on you not being patient. Now you start doubting yourself. Now you start questioning you, the market, your upline, the person who's guiding you, the machine or product they're using. You start questioning everything. You start blaming everybody and everything. You blame the broker. You blame the trader. You blame everybody but yourself. You blame Jesus. Jesus just don't like me. That's why I keep blowing this account. He just doesn't like me. That's what it is. He's against me. Screw this. Seen it all, and I've personally been through it. That's why I can speak on it. Until I had to really understand, no, I have to be patient. And once I learned how to be patient with the market, guess what? It translated in my life. I learned how to be patient and know opportunities are on the way. It's coming. Nothing to worry. When our business in IM took a hit and a lot of people like, some people like, yo, Steve, I see you're just chilling. You're not stressed. Like, I'm stressed. I just went from $50,000 a month to $1,000 a month. I know you just went from like 30 grand back to like 4 grand, 5. You're chill. I'm chilling. I'm patient. You know why? Because I know what's coming to me. Just like the market, I know the next setup is coming. Is there not another setup every single day in the market? Is there not another setup every single week in the market? Is there not another setup, right? That's how life is. There's always going to be another setup. So what are you rushing for? Be patient. Notice those 4 things: knowledge, risk management, discipline, and patience. It has nothing to do with the charts. It has nothing to do with a candlestick. It has nothing to do with, knowing support, resistance, supply, demand, engulfing smart. It has nothing. Nope. You know what it has to do with? You. Knowledge is self. Risk management is self. Discipline is self. Patience is self. That's you. That's all you. That's not the market. That's all you. So once you learn to conquer yourself, you will conquer the markets. Once you learn to conquer yourself, you will conquer the markets. All right, so let's begin. Hopefully you guys got some value out of that. And we're going to start with proper entry when trading. All right, very, very important. Guys, if you can get good at this, lower your risk and get just good, proper trading. And again, guys, there's no holy grail. There's no perfect system. I've tried them all. Elliott waves, support and resistance, whatever, pitchforks, all of them. None of them is perfect. None of them is 100%, and you don't need it to be 100%. Do you have a great day every day, ladies and gentlemen? No. But as long, if there's 7 days in a week, I have 3 great days, 2 good days, then 2 bad days. I'll take that any day of the week. I win. So it's like the markets. If I have 3 great trades, then 2 decent trades, and 2 bad trades, I can live with that. My goal is not to have a perfect day every single day. Because as we know, sometimes you're going to get sunshine, sometimes you're going to get rain. Just like it's sunny in the morning, it's dark at night. Always 2 sides of the coin. All right. So risk entry versus confirmation. I want you guys to visualize this. All right. Risk entry versus confirmation. A risk entry has less confluence added to the entry, but it can be used. So basically, if you see this, and this all basically means, right? If I get a move and a BOS, all it stands for is break of structure. That's what BOS stands for, break of structure, which is very, very important. All right, I can trade this setup, okay? But it's not ideal. That's why it's called a risk entry. You are taking a risk. All right. I mean, you're always taking a risk every time you enter a trade, but there's 50-50 trades and there's high probability trades. All right. A confirmation entry is different. You're waiting for confirmation at your zone. Will take patience. Notice that word patience. It's going to take patience, ladies and gentlemen. And has a lot more confluence to the trade, but you will often, right, miss trades as well as be a part of it. So there's going to be times you'll catch it and sometimes you'll miss it. And that's okay. Because what did I just say? You have opportunities every single day, every single week. Now notice from the previous slide, right? On the previous slide, it was just break of structure, pull back into the demand zone, and then look to buy. On a confirmation entry is break of structure, pull back to the demand zone, and now we wait for a more confirmation, a more confirmed. So once I see this setup, and don't worry, I'll show you guys on TradingView how it would look like, then I'll feel more comfortable of taking the trade. All right. So you have risk entry. So risk entry, this is how you know you're taking a risk entry. Price just gets to a support resistance and you're just buying and selling. As opposed to confirmation, when price gets to a support or resistance area, you now wait for that confirmation, that key signal before jumping in the trade. All right. Supply zones is for sellers. As you guys can see here, price is coming down. I have a break of structure. Okay. Price coming down, pulls back into that supply zone. Why? Because of this large leg right here, this large movement. All right. Because it was so strong and went straight down, it created a supply zone. So now when price gets back in there, same thing. I'm looking for a, right, a sweep, then boom. CH stands for change of character. Why change of character? What's the difference between CH and BOS? CH, change of character, means that the market is changing directions from either an uptrend or a downtrend. All right, because technically this was in an uptrend. Look at that strong move up. So when price broke this last higher low, right, because we were going up, this last higher low, it is now giving you a change of character. Pulls back, then drops and creates a BOS. The BOS stands for continuation of a trend. Understand? Everybody gets that? So change, CH, change of character. And I'm going to show you more when I get on TradingView. It means the market is shifting directions from uptrend, downtrend. Right now it's going the opposite direction. BOS is continuation of the trend. All right, very important. Demand zone, pretty much same thing. So just like supply zone. So instead of when price is going on an uptrend, this is when it's going on a downtrend. Pull back, and then again, you'll have a change of character. Price pulls back, basically you get a retest, and then you're looking for your buy. Like I said, BOS versus change of character. BOS implies a break of structure. That's what it stands for, an abbreviation, in the same direction. So you see here, all these BOS, that means it's going in the same direction. Think of it this way. You know how you have, it says BOS here. So another way to look at this, lower lows. See, lower low, lower low, lower low. lower low, right? And if I have a lower low, what would this be? Lower high. Lower high. Right? But look what happens. A new lower low is not created. Price did what? When it pulled back, notice it broke the last lower high. Y'all see that? It broke the last lower high. See here? When price went for a lower low and it pulled back, it did not break the last lower high. When price pulled down here and pulled back, it did not break the last lower high. But notice what price did here. It broke this lower high. That means change of character. Change of character, complete with a body, is our first clue to a trend reversal. First clue, it's our first clue. All right, it's our first clue. So now price pulls back, and when it pulled back, it did not create a new lower low. Remember, when you don't get a new lower low or a new higher high, that means the trend might be changing. Might. So how do I know it's going to change? Boom. So I got that. And now I got my first break of structure. Boom. Not only did I get the change of character here, but then price created a new higher high. Perfect. So this leg that broke this structure, it's now retesting and then continuing up. Does everybody get that? Does that make sense? Yes. All right. All right, cool. Very, very important, because if you can understand this, this will go a long, long way. All right, and helping you understand, like, okay, what's happening in the markets. So change of character or not. All right, this is important. So this is a low probability. Remember, you're always looking for high probabilities. High probabilities. Now remember, high probability does not mean, I did not say guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. Throw that word out the door. There's no guarantees when it comes to trading. None. Is your life guaranteed? So if your life is not guaranteed, what makes you think every trade setup you get in is going to be a guaranteed win? That's a flawed way of thinking. Yes, of course, you want to think you're going to win every single game, but we don't win. You're not going to win every single trade. Just like a sports team. A sports team goes out. Yeah, of course. They're supposed to be confident. They're supposed to believe in themselves. They're supposed to go in thinking they're going to win every single game. But as we know, for all my sports fans on here, you know, teams, especially like in, let's say, the NBA or what, not going to win every single game. But it's okay. You don't need to win every single game. You don't need to win every single trade. As long as you win majority, you will be fine. So change of character or not. So look what happened here. Notice the difference. So price came up, right? Boom. Higher high. So no new high was printed, right? Price pulled back. Boom. And then came down. What's the problem? All right. What's the problem? Now, I did get the break technically. I got the break here. The only issue is I don't know if this is the final high. I don't know if this is the final high. You know why? Because there was no lower high, no higher low that was broken. Remember from the previous. Remember from the previous, right here, change of character. For a change of character to happen, it needs to do what? It needs to break something. It needs to break the last lower high. Remember this, write this down. In order for a change of character to happen, it needs to break the last lower high or higher low. It needs to break the last lower high or higher low. There has to be a higher low there or lower high. Must. So the problem with this, where was the higher low created on this. For all I know, this is the higher low. So this is a high risk trade right here, right? This is a low probability. So if you let it come down and pull back, yeah, you could possibly enter here. But there could be a great possibility this could just continue going up. Now, when you look over here, notice the difference. High probability, same setup. The only difference here, boom, right? It gave me a higher low, right? It gave me a higher low and then gave me a higher high, right? So this was a higher high. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Why is this a higher high? Because it's higher than this previous high. So when this came down, what did it do? It broke. Now I have a change of character. So now I know this is my high point. So now when price pulls back, pull back into like a POI zone, and then I can look for myself. Does that make sense? Everybody get that? When you're looking for your change of character, there has to be a higher low printed or a lower high. So if there's no higher low or lower high being broken, you don't have a change of character. All right, you do not have a change of character in place. All right, fake change of character. Sometimes there's more liquidity at the bottom that can be swept. You have to trust your analysis and take the setup again. So I always have a rule in my group. My team knows this. As long as price did not break through the zone that we're looking to buy or sell from, even if you lose the trade, no matter what, trust your analysis, take the setup again. So look at this. Price comes down. Right? It's going lower, lower. It touches what? This demand zone. And look what it does. It broke the last lower high, right? This would be quantified as the last lower high before this lower low. But then what did price do? Come back and take that out. Now, where most people go wrong is when they lose a trade, they think the whole setup is wrong. No. Just because you lost a trade doesn't mean the setup is not going to happen. How many times, think about this, guys, how many times you got into a trade, your stop loss got hit and the trade still went in your direction? And you're like, man, what the hell? It's happened to all of us. We've all experienced that. We'll jump into a trade. We're expecting it to go up, to down, whatever. We'll lose the trade, and then it'll still go in our direction. That's this right here. No problem. Price is still in my zone. As long as price is still in my zone, I can take the trade. Pull back. Now I have to follow the rules again. Wait for the same situation. So now I got to wait for this structure to be broken. Come up, break, let it pull back. Perfect. This is your retest. Always enter on the retest, the pullback, not the breakout. The breakout is to confirm that, okay, price is changing. Pullback does not break this lower low. And now I can take that buy or that sell. All right. Avoid the zone. POI. POI stands for point of interest. I'll say it again. POI stands for point of interest. If you're not able to see the liquidity, then that's probably because you are the liquidity. So basically liquidity in short is always areas. If you ever see double tops or double bottoms, where you see wicks that are closely equal, that's liquidity. All right. That's liquidity. All right. So that's why you really don't want to trade support and resistance zones like that, because liquidity is always there. You see how you have these equal lows? So you got money signs. So look what price does. It's going to take out that, right? And then make its move. And again, I'm going to show you guys how this looks on the chart. I'm going to show you how all this looks on the chart. All right. So this is an illustration. You got resistance. You got support. See all these wicks, guys, especially when it's moving in consolidation sideways? That's liquidity. See what price did? There's my POI down here. Price pulled back into that demand zone, and there's my move to the upside. So when you have multiple wicks, whether going up or down, guys, that's liquidity. That means eventually price is going to break beyond that zone, take out all that liquidity, all those orders, go to the next zone, whether it's supply or demand, and make its actual move. When I learned this, it made so much sense as to why I kept losing trades. Because I would trade and buy in here or sell here, right? Because I'm thinking, okay, I got wick exhaustion. I got wick exhaustion. No, this is liquidity, idiot. All right, that's what I'm saying to myself. I'm like, damn. So when I learned this, I'm like, oh, okay. That means price is eventually going to take these out. So if I'm selling here or I'm buying here, I'm an idiot. The market's going to come after me. The market is going to come after me. Boom, and then make its actual move. All right. Order shift flow. Again, what I just broke down to make it easy. Instead of just BOS, just look at it. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You see, change of character. Why? Because price just broke the last higher low. So now we're in the downtrend. Lower high. This is a lower high. It's lower than this higher high. Now I have my break of structure. Then I get my pullback back into this POI, and then I look to sell. So all I care about is price. I don't care about support and resistance. I don't care about all this non-other stuff. None of that matters anymore. I'm just looking for certain movements in the market. That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so end of the PowerPoint presentation. Hopefully you learned something out of this. So I'm gonna go over a couple setups we took last week. We did oil, had oil here. Oil is one of my setups, right? So as you can see, this was marked up, and my team knows, like, everything is placed beforehand. So just to give you an idea, right? I don't ever like to cheat nobody. Always be transparent, no matter what you guys do. Again, and my goal is not to be perfect. Your goal shouldn't be to be perfect. Your goal should be to be you, all right? You know why? Because God has a blessing for you if you be you, all right? But if you're trying to portray as somebody else, that's when you lose, right? So I'm always going to be me, right? So this is what we looked at last night. We're like, hey, let's be on the lookout for this buy on gold, all right? Let's look for a buy on gold, and this is what we woke up to, okay? So exactly what you just saw on that PowerPoint presentation, we got a break of structure, right? You got your break of structure. We're already going in the same direction. Hold on, let me take it back. See this here? This was a what? A downtrend. Market going down, right? Lower lows, right? Lower lows. Where was my last lower high? My last lower high was right here. So I know I need this to break first before I can consider my buy. So once price did that, perfect. I got my break. I got my change of character. I got my change of character. Perfect. Perfect. So now I know after I get the next leg up, anything after that, I can start looking for buys. Boom. I could have bought here, right? Another break, pull back, could have bought here. And as you guys just saw from the markup, we bought here. Right? We bought there. Like, hey guys, look out for oil. Nice buy. Start our week right. Boom. Buy around 78. And we're going to take this to around 81, 82. Right? And you got your higher highs, right? Just like your lower lows, you got your higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now we just got a new higher high. So what do you think we're expecting? Either it's going to continue going up or we get a new higher low for a continuation up. All right. Boom. So this is a perfect example of the trade played out. It just didn't come back into our zone. And that's okay. I'm okay with this. I'm fine. One, we caught oil, so we're straight. And number two, we understand, hey, not every opportunity is going to come our way. Right? So it's going in our direction. We just didn't get the pullback. This is what I was talking about. Like sometimes, and it's not just you. Some of you guys are trading and you're like, yo, I missed a move. What happened? What's going on? It happens to all of us. I missed a move. Right? Well, I didn't miss the move, but the move didn't come. The move happened. It's going in our direction. Just didn't pull back into the area that we were looking for. And that's going to happen in the market, guys. And that's okay. You got to be able to live with that. You got to be able to live with that. Breathe, relax. All right. Another trade we took, which was very profitable, was GJ. This was from last week. And it's the new setup. Got in on the buy. So again, see this right here? These equal lows. We know this is what you call liquidity. So at some point when price drops, it's going to take this out. So for us buying here, this would be a bad area, right? Just like right above it, we have liquidity. See these wicks? If I go down to a small time frame, they'll pop up more. See these? This is what you call equal highs. Equal lows, equal highs, and what do you know? Price goes above it. So the average trader, they're probably looking at this area, let me sell. Right? No. Right? They got hit with a massive pullback. So if you sold around 161, you're not happy. This went all the way to 165, about 400 pips. So once we saw these equal, we knew, oh, do not sell anywhere around this vicinity. That's a no-no. All right? That's a no-no. Price, what it's going to do, it's going to rise up. It's going to go into this POI, right? Point of interest, basically a supply zone. And we're going to look for a potential sell setup, right? We only buy and sell in zones. We don't just buy and sell anywhere. If price is not near a zone, one of my rules is if price is not near or inside of a zone, do not buy or sell. We only operate when price is inside. Does that make sense? A great trade setup that took place last week. We had an alert. As you can see, our line right there. So demand. So I want to show you one more thing. This to be too long. So see, I had an alert here. We knew that there was going to be a buy, a demand zone. So this was our daily zone. We waited till price got in here. And again, what you want to do is you want to wait. Remember, what did that slide say? Let price come into your zone and be patient. All right, be patient. So price comes into our zone. All right. And my advice, when you're looking for entries, guys, go to as low of a time frame as you can. All right. So if you can't see something on, let's say, the 1 hour to 4 hour, drop down to the 15-minute, drop down to the 5-minute, whatever's going to make your life easy. All right. So price came in to the zone. Remember, just count. When price is moving into your zone, just count, guys. All right, just count. What I mean, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Why? Because you know price needs to what? It needs to break the last lower high or higher low. So we're looking for buys. Why are we looking for buys? Well, because again, we're in a demand zone. When I look at the higher time frame, what is price doing? It's going up. It's pulling back. It's in this demand zone. When I look left, what happened? Price went up. That's why I want to look for this up move. And as you can see, price been going up. Some of my students been in this trade since the beginning of February. Since the beginning of February, holding trades. This is what I teach. How you can hold trades, operate stress-free, don't have to look at your phone every 5 seconds, right? This is the daily time frame. That means this is going to move for days. These are daily candlesticks. You don't got to do nothing else. Since February, right? So go back to that 15-minute. When price gets into my zone, I'm going to teach you this trick. Count. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Boom. So this is my last lower high. This is my last lower high. So what does that mean? I need price to break above here before I consider the buy. So there's no point of me buying right here, no point of me buying right here, right here. Nope. Needs to break above this range. Got the alert. Price closed. Perfect. Now I have my change of character. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So at this point, I can do one or two things. I can get in on the retest, right? Price pulling back. That's one entry. Or I get the bigger retest, which is this right here. All right? Which is this right here. But notice when it pulled back, what did it not do? It never broke the lower low. It never broke the lower low. It never broke the lower low. And then as you can see here, after that, after a little bit of consolidation, price just takes off. And then after that, you're free. You're done. You did your job. Why? Remember, you're coming out of a demand zone. Price is going to at least bare minimum come back to the top here, which is exactly what it did. Which is exactly what it did. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret because I got to go in a little bit. Been over an hour. You really want to catch good setups every single day. You know what you guys need to do? Go to Forex Factory, forexfactory.com, and focus on multiple pairs that have high impact news every single day. Steve, what are you talking about? So this is what I mean. Go to Forex Factory. See where the filter button is over here? It looks like a tornado. See that? You click on it. All right. Now, most people's Forex Factory looks like that. Red news, orange news, yellow, right? None. Right? If I apply this, this is what everybody's normal Forex Factory looks like. I don't pay attention to yellow folders because nothing happens. I don't pay attention to orange because it's medium. I want high impact news. That's all I care about. So filter it and just get rid of it. Now I only have high impact news to worry about. So what I want to do is on Monday, the main pair to worry, to focus on, odd Swiss franc. Tuesday, the main pairs to worry about, odd USD. I have US dollar at 10 a.m. I have odd at 4:55. On Wednesday, I got two currencies, USD CAD. So guess what I'm going to focus on that day? USD CAD. Thursday, pretty much nothing. You can look at any of the JPYs, but your better bet is always when you have multiple currencies. And then on Friday, I have four currencies here. I have the US dollar, the Canadian dollar, Great Britain, and JPY. So guess what I'm going to trade? I'm going to look at GJ. I'm going to look at Great Britain CAD. I'm going to look at Great Britain USD. I'm going to look at USD CAD. I'm going to look at USD JPY. This is how my team is able to find movement every single week. We focus on the multiple pairs that have activity for the day. That's how we trade.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, sis. I'm over here. Every time I watch that video, you know what's crazy? Every time I watch that video, I get more information. It's crazy. Every time I watch that video, I get it still, you know, and I want to get that same thing to y'all. So that's why we're gonna just drop the video. Everybody have access to this immediately. All right. That's a bet. All right, sis, where you at with it? You still with me, sis? You need a minute.
Yes, I'm still with you.
Ooh,
Can you hear me and see me okay?
Nephew? What's up, nephew?
Sorry. Yes, I'm still with you. I'm so hyped. That was lit. I definitely need to run that back again. Day 5 of 5 days on the front line went absolutely nuts. Okay. Same time, same place tomorrow as we have our bonus day with the one and only Brandon Thompson, the godfather of one of the biggest movements in Forex. We can argue about it, that I've ever seen. Tune in tomorrow, same time, same place. Peace, love, and pips, everyone.